No,
The right
we-
perspective.
All right, yeah.
That's
Everyone, one of you go into replay and then screenshot,
Alright.
and then everyone.
I'll replay it.
Alright, yes.
He's already on it.
All
If
right.
you don't have like lag, I'm cool then. If you don't have
I wasn't like as an observer. I wasn't even sure if the fight was good or not. I think it was like really on the edge, the TP. So it's gonna be nice to look at it.
we can check. I think the rest was too far, and that's why it's not okay.
I think it's like really close, but we'll see.
We'll see.
The entire game or just
we can start with the fight.
Start with the TP. Yeah, start with the TP.
Yeah. Everyone wants to see the TP.
Where like you die, so Ori dies. Look for where you die. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is where it starts.
Oh,
Just
we're
go
already
ahead.
pretty far behind as well.
We know they're there.
Yeah, it makes sense for me right here to hold out, right? And he's already TPing. How are we winning this, guys?
Wait, pause.
STP is actual suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hang
How
on.
are we winning this?
I think the TP would have been okay if it was on the creep wave down there.
I don't know. I think it's suicide either way, because Olaf is on. Will zone you guys.
On that wave, on this wave.
Yeah,
I think you
he's
can.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Can you go back a bit?
Maybe.
Can we look at? Okay, so we have. Okay, yeah. So the problem is that we're like they're way closer than we are, but
Yeah.
the Malphite is going to he's going to be able to survive for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree that the TP should be like on the other side of here.
Yeah, maybe that's okay.
Maybe it's just on this.
But then again, like if the TP is there, then they might just like run away. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean that saves the Malphite. But
Actually, here I just thought you were like dead. Actually,
But-
and then
but
I was
the-
like,
the
okay,
good-
let's
the
chip
thing
and
that's
try to
really-
make a fight of it.
the thing that's really good for us right now, you see both the Asir and the Ezreal are like almost in the same place. So if the Malphite just pretty much ults the ults the
but
Asir here.
They
Or
also
like-
have also.
Oh, there you see like the Ezreal
you
actually
run away
ease
from me as well.
he ease forward like right
Yeah.
next to the.
Like, of
I
course,
just
it's
wanna go
suicide when I'm alone against 3 people.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
if
if
I
the-
ult and we both die. They
No.
have all sums up,
No.
guys. They have
No.
all sums up. There's no one dying. They have Yumi ult, they have Yumi heal, they have Yumi E heal,
But I
not
just-
like Yumi summoner heal, they have Azir barrier.
Like they don't kill you that quickly though, and
Yeah.
we have.
We're dead. We're dead. I wanna play this. We're both fucking dead. I can tell. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
The Malphite ult's gonna wear off before or even arrives with ball and ulti, and they still have summoners as well. So
That's so hard for me to not see that I'm.
But I mean, even if the let's say let's say the Malphite ults
and they still have
the,
Shen ult as well.
Okay, at least Ezreal ease in, but yeah. Let's say they both don't flash it, which is possible because I'm pretty close. Can we kill them with Ori ult W?
I don't
think
think
we-
he.
I'm not sure if you can kill them, but you shouldn't like die instantly, and then we have then like our backline has time to kill the Olaf.
Yeah.
The Olaf should
And
die.
also-
The
And
Olaf should
also,
die.
Sundergaard. Oh wait, that's not me. That's me. That's not Sundergaard. Never mind. I thought Sundergaard had Hourglass, but that's me on the third row.
Yeah, that's
But pause here.
Unlucky.
Okay, so look at everyone's positioning now.
Yeah.
Look at MF and.
Ah,
Can you like go down to?
okay, let's see.
Okay.
Like we're running up, but
Okay, so MF is like kind of far away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
and
fine.
I can only ult this
The
fight.
first,
I can
the
do
first
anything.
call was that we were not fighting, and then we decided to fight it anyway, and he started to TP, so everyone's like, "Oh fuck, we're running." But
Oh, okay. So then maybe that was the problem. Like we weren't running straight away.
we called that they were coming top, and he like started walking back a bit, But well, as you said, like, he wasn't paying much.
Yeah, because
attention. Here we were calling.
stop
Yeah.
here,
Look
like
at
yeah.
our position. We were like, okay, he's just gonna walk out, you know.
Yeah, because like yeah,
That's
we're
not
like
true.
this is actually
We're
really
not.
weird. Like Oriana is walking like right, and then like MF and like if we all just like walk, if all of you walk left like from the start.
Like,
Like-
the initial call was to not make a fight.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even if you don't fight, like it's still gonna be better. Like you might end up saving the mouth if all of you walk
Yeah,
left.
but he can ult. He can ult. He can just walk down and ult. He has flash ult.
Yeah, but you might like even end up in a like good position to either get a fight or you can maybe save the.
No way we make it in time. The initial
Yeah.
call was that they were moving top. He just started moving way too late. But that was because he wasn't listening very well, I guess, or like not paying as much attention because of his father.
Yeah, I was
It
giving
happens.
I was giving something to him.
Like
Alright.
if he starts running the moment we called it that they were moving top, like he's fine. But
Yeah.
Yeah, like
okay.
if we zoom out a bit, there's like kind of no reason for any of this to be happening right now because there's like nothing. Yeah, there's no objective there, and yeah, I don't know. Like, did you
Right.
take a wave there, or what were you doing top in the first play?
Yeah, I think I took a wave.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's kind of like another thing, which is kind of the same in most games that you very rarely try to freeze or like try to not try to just just like push in waves or stuff like that because especially like
Who, me
both.
specifically? Or everyone?
No, like the whole team. If you're gonna do that, like in the mid game, like freeze waves, you need to be like really coordinated, and everyone needs to do it like at the same time. Because if one of you is pushing and then you're freezing on the other side of the map, then that's gonna be really bad because then they can just kill the one who's pushing. And like the same goes for when you actually want to push. Then you want to push several lanes at the same time and like not have. You want the waves to crash like simultaneously, so like they can't. It's not easy for them to just like go from wave to wave. But yeah,
I think the wave management in general needs work because we're literally always waiting for people during objectives and stuff.
Yeah.
Literally no one is ever in position.
It's mostly recall damage. Honestly.
Well, that's part of fixing the wave. So overall, it's still the same problem.
No, it's not just waves. Like it's everyone. Like,
yeah. So everyone needs to kind of be on the same page about like what is the next thing that's going to happen, or
and
like
then also sometimes we move.
I think we called it a lot though, like before Dragon Spawn and stuff that we want.
Yeah. But for some reason we still can't.
Pretty vocal about it.
But for some reason people still base. Like we call like a minute beforehand. Like if it's like a minute, it's a risk. It's already becoming like a pretty greedy back timing. This was also
This was the first fight.
Yeah, if we focus the same guy, we win right there. If we would focus Olaf, we would have won.
Can somebody else? Can someone damage Olaf?
How did this fight actually start? Can we go back?
Yeah, back even further.
Yeah, even further. Okay.
Okay, the call is the blue is up, bot is going to help me take the blue.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you
And
should just
how
put
are
it
we
to
how are we
faster.
reacting? How are we reacting to what's happening mid right now? Okay.
We try. I don't know, everybody's trying to hit Olaf. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Yume has too much value in this fight. It's hard to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just everything together. Like they
I
already
guess-
moved, and then we just still commit. And he flashes away as well, because if he flashed towards me, I'd heal for him.
I suppose it already starts at level 1 though, because do they start our red? Can you check?
But
I can check
it
the
looks
start
it
of
looks
the game.
like you can it looks like the Oriana can get away, right? And you can just maybe you can even take the blue and get out without having a
Yeah,
fight.
yes.
Yeah,
start our buff.
they start my reds. I know it happens so often that they take one
Yeah.
of our buffs and we
Yeah,
just don't
let's
know at all.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
start
how do we
let's start with
prevent
that because that's
Yeah.
actually a big problem. We need to have vision. We need to know where the jungler is starting. Like regardless if he's taking your buff or his own, we need to know like in order to calculate his path and so on. And so like we can play it accordingly. Because one of the other the last scrim we had,
You just recalled.
it was a similar thing. Or like I heard you say in the middle of the game, I think you said, okay, I think he took my blue site, but you said like the keyword is I think. You didn't know, so you actually had to go and check, and then you see, okay, yeah, the camps are gone. So you waste a shit ton of time for just like walking there and looking. Okay, the camps are not here.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
information should already be there.
And how do we get that? Do we ward? Do my laners walk into my jungle to check?
No,
or?
no. So like from level 1, you need to like get vision. Like first of all, you need to plan. Okay, how do I actually want to start? Like what path is best for me? Like where do I want to start jungling? And then you also want to have a vision of like you can ward the buff that either the buff you think that the enemy jungler is gonna start on, or like an entrance to your jungle or something that like is going to spot out the enemy jungle when he walks somewhere, or like where he starts. And then if you have a ward where he starts, or if you sometimes you don't even need a ward, you can just like deduce where he starts based on like things that happens on level 1. Then you know that okay, he's starting there, he's probably gonna do this and this, and then you adjust your path according to that.
Oh, so bad.
So like if so Olaf might be looking to invade, which he started on your blue. But even if if he starts on your red, then it's pretty likely he's gonna walk from his red to your blue like straight away, or like take one camp in between or something. So then if you know that, then you can just trade and go for.
Yeah, but we don't know anything.
Yeah, and that's a
Like
big problem.
I'm literally gambling.
Yeah.
For all I
Wasn't in his blue,
like.
okay.
Well, we were saying he started red, and he ran from his red to my red, but they just
that's
started
what
on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't sure.
And
Yeah,
there's no reason for us to not know, because like you can know unless like something really weird happens level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what did you guys do level 1 actually?
What?
Well, you guys were walking up level 1, and then we saw the Olaf top side.
What? Who? Who are you talking-
The three of you were walking up, right? Level
We're-
1.
oh, level
Yeah,
1.
we
Yeah,
were
we were
fine.
trading to Chen. Like,
But at that moment you were like moving up to see if Olaf was gonna be there, right? Or put like a ward down, right?
nah, no, not really.
Because we walked in because we saw the Olaf top side. We walked in and dropped the ward on his blue.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a nice solo kill.
Yeah.
oh, this is where she fucks up, isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah,
Fucking A.
What, did she
think
stay in
that-
the lane
that-
or?
No, Ezra recalled and she tried attaching, but she was slightly too late. So he like recalled as she was about to land on him, but then he just like vanished without her.
I
And so
think
we were
the,
like, "Oh, you're dead."
the main ward here is at raids, right? Depending on the champion, I suppose. But
yeah.
if you ward raids here, you'll see whether he starts red after you do your buff, and then you can just tell. Yeah,
Yeah, I
where
mean,
he's-
he's if he doesn't show on that ward within like a couple, either he does red into golems if we think he starts there, and then
Yeah,
it goes down, or he shows like on raptors immediately after. So
And
and if he
on-
doesn't show, then you know he's not there.
Yeah, but on this specific game, it wouldn't have helped because he wouldn't show, and we
Yeah, but
would
then you
think
know he's
started
not there.
blue. Yeah,
No,
we
because
would
we had a
think
ward
he
on
started
blue. We had a ward on blue.
Ah, okay, okay.
We literally warded blue because we saw him topside, and we're like, yeah, okay, we dropped like a 1 minute ward
Okay, okay. Then it's fine.
on blue, so would have known if he had a single ward in on his red side.
Okay, then we ward like raids and
Yeah.
and we.
Are there more
normally
important things for me? Because I would like to continue my schoolwork actually. Like I have deadlines.
Yeah, that's what
coming.
we're talking about. We're talking about your shit.
Yeah.
It's actually Jingle.
Monkus.
Yep. Basically, you need to ward raids or red. That's what we're saying. It's probably your word as well.
And if you can't get it in deep, you might as well just like work the river.
But yeah,
so
like
you-
it's not just it's not like one person like doing
I
a
know.
particular word. It's like like level 1 is like a mini game, or like it's part of the. Yeah, I mean it's part of the game. So you need to like you need to plan out what vision you're looking to get and like where you want to start, and then you need to ward based on that. So you need like if you're looking to like get a ward on their red buff in this situation, then you probably need to walk S5 or S4 into their jungle, because if they're standing there, then you might like end up in a really bad like unwanted 5v5 on level 1, and then and then you also have to take into consideration like which team has the best level 1, and does like is there like a Braum or a Blitzcrank or something, or like a Morg on the enemy team, which can make things really scary.
Well, normally we always do that. Like we consider whose level 1 is stronger, and then we do we cover? Do we get deep vision? And if we cover, we ward our own shit, and if we get deep vision, we ward their shit. But now we didn't do either. And whenever we don't do either, like half the time I'm getting fucked because one of my buffs is gone.
Yeah,
I think
we knew he was not on blue, so the only thing.
So we're gambling. We're gambling. Is he starting my red or is he starting his own?
Yeah, but you could.
But actually,
you
okay.
see the problem.
Okay, so it is true. Like we don't know where he starts, but what we do know is he's starting on that side of the jungle. So I mean, we could look to try to either like we could try to start on his blue. I mean, like depending on like what we have, like if they can like stop us from doing it. But if we could also start on, if we start on our red, then we could go directly to his blue and take it. But then that gets a little risky, because if he starts, as you said,
sit at hook again. Sit at hook again. That was fun.
No, the one that went through you.
Yeah, like how the
I was actually mindfucked when that happened.
go slow. What?
That hooks me.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I guess Aphelia's too fat. But like that looks like either it would hit you.
Yeah, or no.
Or
Yeah.
that miss.
Yeah, or it would miss. But like, yeah, I'm like slightly behind on you. But like, I don't know. It looks.
That's
so
even less
weird.
reason. That's even less reason for you to get hit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm like in the terms of walking. I mean, I'm like slightly diagonal of him. That's the only reason it hits me with hitbox. But it looked so fucking weird.
Yeah.
But like, it literally just like misses your hitbox by like a tiny pixel, I think, and then it like connects to mine on like the edge.
But yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
that's
we
fun.
we have 5 wards level 1, so we like if we want to, we can have vision on every buff. So I mean, there's no reason to not.
Yeah, but you want wards for lane as well.
Yeah, of course.
To like against ganks.
Although like most junglers won't gank until like.
At 240, but yeah, as a top laner, I need my ward. I can tell you, I need my ward.
Or you trade it for jungle ward, please.
But then if you also weigh in, you can do shield recalls and so on. You can go back before.
Yeah, but it also depends on like who pushes, and I can't always
Yeah, of
be
course.
the one that doesn't get pushed in. I can't guarantee that.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the matchup. Like if it's a matchup where you can guarantee it, then you can play around that. But yeah, I mean, all of these things like they like come together, and
Yeah.
we need to.
Yeah, we'll just ward I would say raids at least. Like on this side at least. This side you ward raids, and we just defend both sides usually. Like this game we can't.
Yeah, rates is gonna give a lot of value.
Yeah.
For blue side, you mean, or the red side? Because now we're
This
red.
side. The other
The other
game,
side of
blue
blue
side.
side. Yeah. So if you're blue side, like you 3-man top side, and then cover.
And the other side, I don't know. Which you actually want to ward.
But then it becomes like you can always like take it deeper if you know that the enemy like if you start like putting yourself in the enemy shoes, that you know that okay they probably want to go for a deep ward at our blue, and you know that you have better with level 1, then you can try to set up a trap or something. and so on.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's just stuff you need to like practice a lot.
What was the Tori flash?
Yeah. You probably flashed the minimap. I do that a lot.
I don't know. I'm like quickly watching back game 1. Or
In one.
game
Yeah,
2,
this is game 1.
game 2, I mean. And you literally could have just walked up and warded it. Like, there's literally zero reason you couldn't.
Yeah, we just didn't.
You just didn't. Like, you just walked back because you saw Olaf just fucking. You're 3 people just walking.
Like look at the game right now. Like this, the first game.
Yeah.
You have like, what do you have? 2k lead. You have 2 drakes. Okay, they just got a tower, but
I entered this.
I mean, this is such a comfortable position for you. Like, at least before this happened, but
Yeah.
I mean, even after this.
That it was troll. I could play, but I was like, okay, I can also like hook him and then play. And then I was still like, I was greedy. That was so greedy.
That was
but that's
nice.
now.
Affiliate ult, yeah.
Yeah. I think now we are still fine in the game.
Here I was so
Yeah.
tempted to just flash in.
Yeah, like you're super ahead at this point.
Yeah, and
like,
we even get the Drake, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you
Oh
get.
wait, is this the long fight? Okay.
when do we start losing again?
Oh no, wait.
Yeah, this is it. This is.
This is the long fight. What's it slow?
Yeah,
This is
this
like
was
even-
like kind of weird, but still,
Yeah.
still okay.
We were calling like, yeah.
That's because Cartus dies and Silas doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit random there to die
Yeah.
that quickly there. Like even
Yeah.
our tanks are.
I noticed you. I noticed you were.
I'm not going.
Yeah, like, if the tank's walking away, you can't die like that ever. This is the misposition. Yeah, I don't know. It was random. It was a good hook.
Here it's
Good
just
finish.
I need to learn your guys' name. I just realized.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's on. It's in Discord.
Yeah, I know. I need to
With
start.
roll included.
I need to start. Like,
that's actually nice.
but I wanted to say, Max, I noticed you called out a lot of times that you wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Like pretty. I would say like pretty prematurely. A lot of, or like it felt like you wanted to fight like way before we actually had to fight, or like we should fight.
In which game?
In the first game, when you played
Okay.
I'm guessing it was like kind of had to do with you being like kind of frustrated that you didn't get all the farm that you wanted. So then like you clear all your camps and then okay, what do I do now? Then you like it feels natural to like look for a fight or something.
I mean, in that sense, you can just walk to a lane as well, right?
Yeah, but unless like your laner has already killed
But
them.
just actually-
It's like if it's like in the early and mid game, people are still catching farm. You just walk to someone who's like, if you have vision at least, and otherwise you go contest for vision because you have Q to check bushes and stuff. Cards is actually like it's really good because you have a lot of downtime on camps because you farm so quick.
Yeah.
You can literally just contest vision on like those times, and the enemy jungler doesn't have that luxury without giving up camps.
But either way, like I think we kind of forced a couple fights in the mid game, which we really didn't have to
Yeah,
do.
this was bad fight. Can we watch this like again?
Yeah.
The other one as well.
This was really bad.
This was like it was so hard to commit to.
Yeah, like they use everything on Aphelios, so he has to flash and walk all the way around. Then we are like Theoria now zones us off, and then the Jack is just a meat shield, and the MF ult we cannot really get in.
And then the Orin
Yeah.
ult from
Yeah, we
Silence.
just cannot get in.
But could we go to like 21 minutes or something? I think that was the first big mistake.
Yeah, that's the Baron fight, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so right
yeah,
here,
please.
you okay? So like pause right now. You see like you.
But this is good. I think we forced the flash. Even
Yeah,
though
that's fine. But I mean, just look at the map right now. You have like full control of the Baron, which you actually don't even need at this point because like there's no you don't want to like force a Baron this early, especially not when the soul is gonna spawn so soon. So you just want to like wait for the soul.
What's the soul timer?
But you can deep
Can't
ward,
see.
right?
If you put it on the bottom left, center guard, and then just put it on objective runes.
But
It's like
if
3
you
minutes.
deep ward it, if you deport this, you can just get top tower. Honestly.
Yeah,
That was
exactly,
the plan.
exactly.
That was
That's
the plan.
like if there's something like something like proactive that you should be doing. It's like place a couple more wards in their jungle here, deny the wards they have, and yeah, because this is like completely unnecessary to. Yeah. I mean, I think that was just like sloppy of us when we like retreated after.
Yeah, thesis actually we didn't expect the plant to be there. That's why we stayed.
Yeah.
No, we didn't think of the plans. Which
Yeah,
is...
we were like, okay, can we?
But
touch
you
the
see,
player?
like
So,
it's
they have this-
kind of a small mistake, but it's kind of dropping your whole momentum pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
accumulating.
They actually had the vision, yeah.
And then you managed to fight off the
Yeah.
The
Well,
Baron
it's so early, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. You see, like
they don't really have like high DPS on.
yeah,
Baron.
yeah. You have 2 people dead, and you have the Ornn bot, but they still can't take it. So like
Yeah.
you see, it's really hard for them to.
They just can't do this.
Yeah.
They should have gone for like top tower.
Yeah.
Like they just don't have the DPS to get this done.
I don't know, like it's so bad I don't have lantern, but we don't have vision, so I kinda have to use lantern sometimes to check the Nash health if they are like how fast they are taking it. I don't know, like I should probably save it, but it's just so awkward if they just keep doing it. You have no idea.
Earlier. Maybe if I ult earlier, maybe Syndergaard survives.
But like up until this thing or like this mistake here, like around 21, I think you played like really disciplined. It was like a big difference from last time when you had like the scaling, the scaling comp, which was nice to see.
Yeah, but this is actually like so awkward. Like, yeah, we are in choke, so we cannot fight.
That's their strength, fighting
Yeah.
chokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright.
What happens? Oh, they took it so fast. What happens here?
I don't know, but this one. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm here before Zach, but we think Zach is actually closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't, but I should have called that. It's my bad.
Another item thing. I agreed with the when you called it out like in the early game that you should buy with sand. I thought it sounded really nice, but then I realized that you want a blade for the Ornn
Okay,
item.
Zach. Yeah,
Uh,
I realized that.
and I think it's a bit even overkill to have both with sand and Hex Drinker,
Yeah.
as well
Yeah.
as the Mercs. I think you're like
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, but he remarked it himself in game as well. Like, I think this is overkill.
Yeah.
But like selling them again is just like a blatant waste of gold.
Yeah, no, don't like almost never sell items, unless it's like.
Also, I really don't want to be rude, but I kind of want to continue on my schoolwork.
Yeah,
So
sure.
is there anything more that I need to hear, or can I leave?
I think we've like went through most of the stuff.
Who do we appoint shot caller in team fights?
I think when we talked about this previously, you said that Sondergaard was the.
Yeah, I think it should be either me or Sundergaard.
But I just like if either one of us shot call, I'm not gonna shot call if I get ignored. I actually get so like tilted from like being ignored.
Well, this happened during that a few weeks ago when we were trying out the Pantheon. I was shot calling all game, like we don't win this, and no one listened. So yeah, I know where you're coming from. But that's the
It's
whole
just,
thing. Like,
I just feel like sometimes when I finally like try to shot call or speak, then everybody's speaking, and then when we're fighting, no one is speaking.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do it like this. We decide we try with the Sondergaard as the primary shot caller, which means that if there for some reason is like 2 people talking at the same time, then it's gonna be everyone needs to listen to Sondergaard. But like we don't want to if he is making calls and talking, we don't want anyone else to be talking at that particular time. But then like in the early game, of course, everyone is going to be talking, and you're sharing information and so on. And like you're making like small calls, and that's totally fine. But when it starts like it becomes kind of natural as well when you start grouping up and when you start looking for you start looking for fights, or start planning out which objective to go for and so on. But yeah, okay. So now that we've decided that Sondergaard is the primary shot caller, then everyone needs to like make it easy for him to do that as well. And like we discussed previously, everyone needs to like go for the call, even if you think that maybe this is not like the best call or whatever. Especially if it's in a like situation where the time is really like you don't have a lot of time to.
Exactly. You commit to the call even if you think it's bad.
Yeah. And then like we evaluate afterwards. Like it's not like we're gonna like keep doing bad shit like just because the shot coloring is saying it and like never like evaluate it. We're going to talk about it like sometimes you can even talk about it like after the fight, even inside the game, because you can like discuss should we really play the next fight the same way or like stuff but and also we're going to like do reviews and like think about was this the right call or not, and
we can talk about it after fights, but I can't repeat this enough. Like it has to be constructive. Like right now it's just like, oh, that's bad. We don't know why it's bad. Like I see different things than anyone else does. Same for everyone else in this team. We have to be constructive why it was bad.
Yeah, actually it's better to talk after game if possible, because if you wanna be constructive, it's actually really hard. Try to focus on game meanwhile, trying to think what went wrong and how you could do it better in the game. So you should actually do it after game. Like you can say like let's not do that again, and then like after game like.
Yeah, like in scrims you can just say, well, that sucked, that didn't work, and then you just move on. But in like when we play in qualifier next week, you can't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still say like, should we like if you plan a way to like how you should play a fight, and then you play it out and then it doesn't work, then obviously like something went wrong. Like it could be like small thing, like someone was not there in time or something.
But instead of talking like why is it shit, we should just say like we'll try something different next time.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Like it's never good to like try to like deconstruct things or like try to just like explain this just sucks or whatever. Like when you're inside a game, what you're trying to do is just the only thing you're trying to do is win the game. So anything that's gonna help you win that particular game is gonna be good to say, like, but not like you don't want to talk about future stuff, like how do we win the next game inside this game, like that's for later.
Okay, but if that's all, I'm leaving. I have 3 deadlines to make, so I'm gonna go off for now. We have scrim tomorrow, yeah?
I have work tomorrow.
Oh wait, Tuesday we have scrim on Tuesday.
Yeah,
that's it. Okay, good night, guys.
Good night.
Speak later. Speak later, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, see ya.
All right. I think we've like talked about. Is there something particular that you guys want to like either just look at or just discuss or like talk through?
Nah, I do think it's important. Like we take away. We're really specific about what we take away from these games because now. Yeah, it's been like pretty much all over the place. It's true. I think I'm gonna like the same as last time. I'm gonna upload the videos and I'll check it.
Stuff like that.
Could you like knowing from past experience, I think it would be nice to have everyone, since we have like so many things that are being talked about. Maybe boil it down to like 1 to 2 pointers for each person individually.
Sure.
So like say kind of like bullet points, and then just see how it goes over like a couple scrims, and then like see if they maintain to be an issue or is it just like a one-time thing. Like work from there. Maybe that works, like break down everything in pieces, that cause the issues. And then see if you like maybe if you one person like.
So I think I need to.
Like, for me personally, like if you say like like you need to freeze more waves on bot lane, or like manage the wave better, like build up slow pushes more often, whatever.
Yeah.
And like we can try that and then like see how it works with the team, and like get everyone to adapt on it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Actually, I think I need to like watch these games again, and then make like more specific notes and stuff. But
for
also, I think it would be nice to, you know, since the replays are now working again, if one of you could actually share the replay so I can watch it from like everyone's perspective.
Yeah, sure.
That
We'll
would be
post
nice.
it in Discord, sure.
Yeah, nice. That would be nice.
Can you play them though? If we.
Yeah, you can do like a hack thing, or like you.
Oh,
I mean, you
okay.
you copy the file and then you like replace another replay with the same name as.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know for me it's pretty hard. Still about the shot calling thing. For me it's really hard to do something if I really think it's really bad.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean it's like the same thing here. Like it's not totally like black and white. Like if you know that okay, if I go in here I'm just gonna die. Like if you know that okay, what he's telling me to do is like bad, or like for your champ in isolation. If you know that okay, if I walk forward here I'm just gonna blow up and die, or like something like that. Then like you don't do it like exactly like that, but you still keep in mind that okay, the call is to go in and go in like this, and then you like play it the best you can, like according to that call and that particular situation.
Okay.
But you still have to, you know, like play with the team, sort of, even if you think that there's another call that would have been better, or
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's gonna be like, you know, like a call is made, or like I think the TP here is a good example, because if the call is okay, go in, we're fighting, and then we get the TP, and then we realize that okay, actually we can't really fight this. Then I mean the TP is already made, we can't cancel it. But then like we can still say okay, never mind, like we need to go back, we can't fight. Then like we're gonna lose, like we're wasting the TP and we lose one player. But still that's better than, you know, losing a whole fight. So I mean, but it's still up to the, you know, the main shot caller to actually make the call. But I mean, if you're like really sure that okay, I think he needs to like take this into consideration, then you can say okay, I don't think we win this. Like, and the best thing is if you say that, you know, but the Olaf is on me. You know, I can't go in. Like, you don't say like no, I don't want to fight. You say like you explain what is happening. You know, you give information to everyone, and then the shot caller can say okay, never mind, we can't fight, and then you go back.
For me, these games I had 3 instances where I actually thought this is bad, and 2 instances actually went in though. It's like the Azir dive at bot where he had bot tower, where he had his own bot tower, and the Shen dive where we went for Shen, and I still did those 2, but I also thought they were bad. But I don't know.
I don't know if I remember them specifically. What happened? Like, how did they play out? Both of the.
The Azir dive, Gragas died and I could escape, but I think I also flashed and stuff. So, was bad. And the Shen, he got out and we both got out as well. But it's more about like I don't want to gank Shen anyway because it's not high prio at that point. That's what I felt.
Yeah, but you see, like that then, you know, like that, then the problem is, you know, further back. Like if you don't want to follow the call because you don't even want to gank the Shen in the first place. That conversation should have been had, you know, even before the game started. You know, like, and I think we also did have that conversation. Maybe not like super concretely, but we talked about, you know, Malphite versus Shen is gonna be pretty dead matchup. Nothing much is gonna happen. Hopefully we can get some priority mid with Orianna, and we're most likely going to get priority bot lane with MF and Soraka. So then we know that okay, we're going to try to, you know, like enforce that and use the Gragas to like allow the bot lane to have priority and use it to take over that side of the jungle. But then, like you said, now you actually ganked the Shen a couple of times, and I actually commented on that in on the replay as well. But I thought it was kind of weird that we did that.
Yeah.
So
So I do it, like I follow, but I still think like this is bad. And then at some point when that starts happening a lot, I start to making my own decisions pretty much. That's the thing. Like I try to follow up, but I also think for myself because I feel like a lot of decisions are not the right ones. So for me, it's really hard to follow up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And that's really that's a problem. I mean, it sounds like we're not really on the same page from the start. I think, and then like when things start to change, like inside the game, you have a plan, but you can like almost never play exactly according to the plan. So things change inside the game. Then we need to like reiterate the plan and like make sure that everyone follows like the next like the change of the plan. So okay, now this happened, so now we have to adjust the game plan, and like now the couple of minutes in the future we're going to play like this instead of this, and keep talking about what's happening and like how we play out the next couple of minutes. So like make sure that everyone has the same picture, because then when people have different ideas of like both different ideas of what is actually happening, like just analyzing the game state, what are we actually like having right now, and also like what should we do with this information, like how should we play out the next couple of minutes, like when those things differ between the players in the team, then you start doing different things and it becomes chaos.
And I don't want to like shove everything like, oh, people make bad calls. Like I can be more vocal as well, so it's not like it's other people's fault.
Yeah, I mean it is really hard. Like it's I mean everyone, like ideally you want everyone to just understand what is happening like everywhere on the map, and just knowing, okay, this is like the obvious next step. But I mean that's gonna be really hard to have, and I mean you basically rely on like having good communication to share information and like make sure that everyone is on the same page. But you just have to practice it. And
Okay, and my last remark would be that we probably want to play like a team fight comp, which is like pretty basic.
Yeah.
And like keep practicing that, and so we can like incrementally improve on like dragon control and basic stuff, and then we can like expand our champion pools after that. I think
I agree with that, and it sounds like everyone has like the same opinion about that. So I think that's what we're gonna try to do now from now. It's like there's just like one problem with that is that the games might be like they might become like kind of different. Like they might not like play out the same way. So you might not actually get the practice that we want. But I mean, if we play enough games, it should.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. As long as we play like everybody plays a similar champion and has like a similar role in the team, that would already be pretty nice.
Yeah.
So
like as long as it suits that, like the similar role within the team, then like it's interchangeable basically. Like every champion plays out slightly different, but basically if you fulfill the same role within the team, it can work.
Yeah.
And then that also gives us a better. I feel like it makes it easier to adapt to the mistakes we were making as a team, to like the dragon control and stuff, and like also the team fighting.
Yeah.
And get that down first, and then from there on expand, because then you already fixed the issues that were.
Yeah, I mean, Are you like taking things, one step at a time, like changing one thing at a time? That makes
but also just in general. It's not just like if you change out one champion, it's not just the team, or it's not just the player that has that, but like the whole team has that.
Yeah.
Because that player fulfills a different role then.
Yeah.
And that changes the way you team fight, that changes the way you rotate around the map sometimes. Like it changes so many things on the draft. So if you like keep playing the similar stuff, that means the style should be very similar every game, and you narrow down like the diversity and variables basically.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so I guess we're done. Otherwise, we keep talking and the world just get fried.
Yeah.
But
Well, it was
yeah,
a nice scrim, I think.
yeah. I think if we like keep doing this, I think we'll like make good progress. Honestly.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, I'll see you guys, I guess.
Yeah. So you guys,
Yeah,
See
see
ya.
you, dude.
good games today.